Hi everybody. So this is a project share for a flip book. Yes, I know, I had to do the flip book. But they're super cute, and you know, you can really be super creative. What I love most about these flip books is for mini album makers like myself, these are great to keep your mind active with like page layouts. You can do fun flips and folds and pockets, and they're great ideas for mini albums. So anyway, I created this. I promise you, this took me more than 2 weeks. I was doing it in between projects, and you know, I wanted to use my dies. That was the main reason for creating a Valentine one, because I love, you know, a lot of my love and heart dies, which I know you can use throughout the year, but I really wanted to make a Valentine one. So anyway, I watched a few tutorials and I kind of made it my own. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, let me share with you what I did. I pulled pretty much, I think, all the dies I used, just so you can get an idea. You can use punches, you can use, you know, freehand to cut out hearts. You don't need a whole lot. But with that said, the cover took me like 2 days. I like laid it out, didn't like it, laid it out again, didn't like it. So finally I just settled on this. So what I did was I used the Love Struck collection from Hobby Lobby. And this is actually a 12 by 12 die cut sheet that I cut apart and put on, layered onto like, you know, paper mats here, because this is the main matting. So I cut out some squares and then put this on top. This is a cherub die that comes in a pair from Impression Obsession. And I have it in the packaging with the Simon Says stamp, but here, this is the, it's not that, it's this right there. So that's Impression Obsession. It's the Cupid's die set, and it comes in 2. And then here, what I did was I used this paper tray ink set that they introduced this year. I want to say this was, maybe they didn't. Maybe it was November or December that this was introduced. But anyway, it's from the current, one of the current releases. So I used that. And that's just with the Pure Poppy paper tray ink cardstock, which is also this. And I'll share with you the layout once you see the flips come out. What I did on these 2 pages, this is actually one sheet of paper from the paper pad, and I just cut it down to go on the matting, which is a black 12 by 12 from Basil cardstock. And I'm sorry, American Crafts. I have these packages called like Christmas and Valentine packages, so that's where the black cardstock came from. So I just simply left it like that, and then this is a Doodlebug vellum piece, and I layered it, well, I didn't layer it, I glued it this way and then kind of had it like shaking like hearts coming down. So there's another paper tray ink die. These are all little cutouts from like, I want to say that I used this, which is a dynamic set. I used a bunch of, and I think these hearts here. This is Lawn Fawn. This one is Lawn Fawn. This one's Memory Box. This one is Dynamics, my favorite things. So I had a whole bunch of these die cuts on my desk after cutting them out, and then I just chose which ones and put them there. So this one is right here. This is Reverse Confetti, one of my favorite die companies, stamp companies. And both of these are from Reverse Confetti. So what happens is this cuts out super cute. Let me see if I have some here. So this is what it winds up cutting out. I have layered some of them, and let me see if you can see that. If you can see that. These are the pieces, super dainty. This you can put on top. You can leave it separate like that. So it's really worth it. It's a great die set. And I didn't realize until I started die cutting that it, you know, cuts out that super dainty piece. So the word sweet and the banner is from there. And then again, those paper tray ink hearts, they're like watercolor hearts. They're so cute. And then I made a pocket, used a Martha Stewart punch, a border punch. And then these tags, these were recollections, I think, from last year. And then these tags I die cut from, let's see, I believe I used this, which is, I think it's a Lawn Cuts or Avery L, this one. I'm not quite sure, I don't remember, because that one's Hero Arts. So I think this is, I think this might be Lawn Fawn. So I just, you know, I really wanted to use my scraps from the paper collection too. And then I just put the other banner piece there. So super cute. And then it folds out like this. And I used some super sticky washi, which I was happy about, to stick down this shaker pocket. And what I did was I just put a bunch of little sequins and hearts and things like that in there. That's a Martha Stewart journaling card from the Valentine collection. This flips up. You can take this off or leave it like this, and then if you take it off, at least the page is still decorated. This is an acetate piece. I don't know if this was Recollections or Martha Stewart. These are some feathers. The feathers I used, I believe, are Simon Says Stamp. Yep. So there are two different ones, pointed feathers and feathers. I think I used this one and this one from two separate die sets. And then here is a little pocket. This is a doodlebug thing that a doodlebug spot that I sewed onto two pieces of the Love Struck paper. These were little flower embellishments from Hobby Lobby that I got in the Valentine section, these little guys. This is an MFT die set, which I'll show you. And it's called Lots of Love. So it comes with all of these dies. So I use this Hugs, these two right here, Hugs and Kisses, and this ampersand right there. So that's my favorite things. And I just cut out some more tags here from those tag sets that I showed you. There's a little heart. And this flips down to show this page right here. These banners I hand cut myself. That's another paper tray ink heart. More feathers. This is a doodlebug cut apart. And this is also a Dynamics die. I think it's one, yeah. Let's see if I can find it. I had that from, they still have it, I believe. I think it's from last year. I don't know where it is. Let me just see if I can quickly show you guys, because I know that when I watch some videos, I ask questions, or I like when people share the die. Oh, I can't find, oh, here it is. Okay. So that's what this one is, and it's called Love Centerpieces. Let's see if it's going to focus. There we go. Okay. And this, it comes like this with all the hearts, the XOs, and the love right there. Okay, so I did that. This is Martha Stewart glitter paper that came in the 12 by 12 and that little 4 by 6 pad from the Valentine collection. And then this is a mail tag. This is a My Creative Time die set. This was released some time ago, and I'm pretty sure she still has it available. Tag die layers. So what I did was I folded a piece of paper, and then I left it along the edge of the die where it wouldn't cut. So I kind of nestled it inside here, and then I cut it to make it a little book. So it just opens. I haven't written anything in there yet. And then these are thickers, they're like foam. And then I just made that tiny little embellishment. This is My Favorite Things, I think. I think I shared that. Yeah, it's this. So what I did was I cut it out and then used, I think I used more than one piece, and then I just cut off the sides. So that's what that is. Here's a close-up. That little bow is from Pretty Pink Posh. I'll show it in a second. So that's that, and then this flips up like this. So let me just close this up and reveals these 2 pages. So this is from one of my favorite girls, Julie Ebersol. She designs for Ellen Hudson. This was last year. It's called Folk Hearts. And I used the biggest one, die cut Hello from a Sizzix die, and then made this little border here myself from the paper. And then this is the glitter paper from the Martha Stewart collection. And there's that other cherub that I used in the die set that came in a pair. And this is the Hello die. Okay, so that's that page. Pretty much, that's really it. It's just like a little layout. And then this one, this is from this die set. It's a little heart that cuts out, and I put goodies. And then I made these little vellum envelopes. So this vellum paper, I think, is from My Favorite Things. Okay. And then I glued it with tape runner, like score tape or score pal, Sukwang score tape. These banner pieces are a penny black die that I had gotten. I think I had gotten it last year when Jill Norwood, hi Jill if you're watching, Jill Norwood had shared this last year. She had made, I think, some cards with this die. It's by Penny Black. And this, I think, is still available. It's only about a year or so old, so that's what I used there. So what I did was I cut them apart, and then I kind of glued them on that side down with a rhinestone. And I did the same there for that one. And then this is that Pretty Pink Posh die set that tiny mail tag bow came from. See, it cuts out these bows, and then it cuts this out. Super dainty. Pretty Pink Posh. Okay, twine and bows, that's what it's called. Let's see. There we go. So if you take those off, then at least there's something cute to look at there. Excuse me. And these are the extra cutouts, feathers, hearts, stuff like that that I have in there. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know. I think that I pretty much shared all the products I used. And oh, here we go. These were the extra shakers that I had made when I was making that shaker card. I shared these little embellishments that I had made in another video. I used my fuse tool, and this paper was a little plain, so I felt these two needed a little something. And then here's that My Favorite Things die set again. I used the ampersand. It has one in between here, but I thought it would be cute for that little paper one. So yeah, those are some shaker pockets. I hope you enjoyed my share. I'm sorry it took me so long to explain everything. Super long video, but you can always fast forward, I guess. So enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.